everyone, Fuad here. If you're here to learn, connect, and grow, then you are in the right place. Welcome to the show. There was once a farmer who visited a philosopher, and by chance he arrived at the time of the philosopher's meal. The philosopher, known for his hospitality, he invited the farmer to join him for lunch. The farmer, grateful, sat down, and a bowl of soup was placed before him. And as he looked into the bowl, he noticed what appeared to be a small snake floating in the soup. Horrified but unwilling to embarrass his host, the farmer decided to eat the soup. And that night, he couldn't sleep. His stomach ached terribly. It was the snake's venom that was poisoning him. The next morning, desperate for help, he went to the philosopher. He had no other choice but returning to him and honestly speaking with him about what had happened. The philosopher, after listening to him, calm and composed, asked him to come with him. He took the farmer back to the dining room, prepared another bowl of soup, and then told the farmer, "Look carefully, do you see any snake?" The farmer replied, "No, there is no snake." The philosopher then moved the soup directly under a ceiling decoration, and suddenly the reflection of a snake appeared in the soup. "You see," the philosopher said, "the snake was never in the soup. It was in your mind." And strangely, as soon as the farmer realized the truth, the stomach pain disappeared. So it is fear and imagination that often create illness, not reality itself. What fills your heart begins in your mind. Have you ever caught yourself overthinking something in your relationship, only to realize later that your fears were not found? Your thoughts have a powerful way of shaping how you experience reality. And so sometimes, the stories you tell yourself are the very thing that creates the problem you fear. Today, I'm talking about how your thoughts might be sabotaging your relationship. We often act like the farmer in our story, letting imagined fears or assumptions take over. Even in reality, the snake isn't real. Assumptions can be dangerous. Just like the farmer assumed the soup was poisoned, in relationship, many people assume the worst. He didn't reply right away, he must not care. He didn't say, "I look nice today, maybe he doesn't find me attractive anymore." He seemed a bit distant lately, and you immediately start thinking, is he losing interest? And these assumptions can spiral into unnecessary stress and conflict. So instead of jumping into conclusions, pause, reflect, ask yourself, do I have all the facts? Is this fear based on reality? From where do I get these thoughts? Are they coming from me or from my single friends? And pay attention here, the farmer's pain was real, but it was caused by his belief. So the pain you might be experiencing can be real, but it is the cause of it that might not be real. And that's the power also of the subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind can create emotional distress, even when there is no problems. If you believe they will leave you eventually, you might start acting suspicious and clingy, and they end up truly leaving you. So ask yourself, what stories am I telling myself about my relationship? Are these thoughts helping me, or are they holding me back? In the story, the philosopher didn't dismiss the farmer's fears. He instead clarified the situation. And this is what you have to do when you find yourself conflicted, confused. You communicate openly and politely to clear up any misunderstandings. Instead of assuming, try asking. I notice you've been quiet lately. Is everything okay? When you said this, I felt unsure about what you meant. Can you elaborate? Can we talk about it? And honest conversations like this will help you see the truth, just like the farmer. He saw a reflection of what it was, a harmless illusion. Have in mind that your mindset shapes your reality. Your thoughts don't just affect how you feel, they influence how you act. A negative mindset will push people away, and a positive mindset will do the exact opposite, will attract people towards you. When you have the right mindset, you will start thinking differently. Instead of saying they're upset with me, you will say maybe they had a bad day. What can I do to support them? You replace "I'm not enough" with "I bring something unique to this relationship." So you shift your mindset from negative to positive, from fear to curiosity, from insecurity to confidence. And this shift shows up in relationships, and it can transform everything. So to be in control and to break free from the negative thoughts, try to pause and reflect. Before reacting, take a moment to ask yourself, is this fear real? Or am I assuming the worst? You don't have to guess or listen to assumptions from your friends. Sometimes you can just openly and honestly speak. Have an honest conversation. You can have an honest conversation where you politely address your concerns, and by the end of such conversations, you will clear the doubts. And the emotional distress will fade away. The same way it did with the farmer. When you are intentional and you observe carefully your thoughts, you will find out that the snake doesn't exist in your relationship. It could be just a reflection of your thoughts. So take a time to question your thoughts. From where they're coming, are they yours or someone else's? Question your assumptions. Remember, relationships thrive when we see the truth, not the stories we tell ourselves. Hope this helped, and I will see you in the next one.